Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on, people? I actually got my update yesterday around 9 a.m. As you see, this is a screenshot of the Android update 15 for the S24 Ultra. Of course, I got mine in gold. I got mine in gold, right? So let me show you. I just wanted to come on real quick and show y'all a couple things about what I did. I love the icons where you can enlarge it and you just tap on it just to get it without actually having to do. Like back in the day, you had to go in it and then hit it. Now if you don't see them on here, you have to. But yeah. So I got my calendar app, I got my weather app, my optimized app. That one because I fell asleep without my watch on, it didn't track the energy of this one. But as you see, it did track it previously in the past. So it'll redo itself tonight. This right here, of course, is my how much time I am on my screen. And of course, this is my steps. I always forget what else they calculate. Here we go. You got steps, active time, and there you go. Sleep, steps, active time, and calories. So that's what that does. And these are just the main apps that I use. This is when with my phone, my text messaging, WhatsApp, and my camera. And the rest of these are ones I use, like my Chrome, my Gmail, my YouTube, so forth and so on. My notes app, my health app, my wearable app, my gallery app calendar, so forth and so on. And then you scroll over to the next one, you go to the left. We go all the way to the left. Matter of fact, that's just my Google feed, which I don't really use much. Don't usually go over there much, but so I had my sleep time, which I did 5 hours 10 minutes last night. That is my timer, right? My timer, and that's my wake up alarm, so to speak. That is right. That count. That's my calendar. That's my is that my events one? Yeah, that's my events app. And then right there is my birthday, my screen recording. This is my oh my goodness, I can't even think, battery. And when I open up my I don't have my buds on me at the moment, but when I open up my buds, then that kind of fills that up. And then my social media apps, right? And then I have one to this side, which is now we got my reminders, my dual clock. I got that to buy because I plan on going there for my birthday. My news app. This right here, I didn't set it up yet, but I have to, which is going to be the main people that I call, which is so that's my contacts. This right here, you probably can't see it that well. It's a Bible that says I can do all things through Christ. This one says I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. And then it has a scripture. This right here says that God deals me with strength and makes my way perfect. And this is one of my favorite ones. Self-confidence is a superpower. Once you start to believe in yourself, magic starts to happen. Then you got them. So that's my technically all the stuff that I usually use. Of course, I do my notes quite a bit and whatnot. But I wanted to show y'all one of my favorite ones is this right here. Now, one of the things it took me time to realize, like, how do I get this up? If it's big, like if I have mine down here, and if it's so big, like you can you hit this and edit, but that's not really the way you would shrink in these. Let me just show y'all something. So if you head over to settings, right, and you go down to display, right? And you go to front and size. No, not the front side. I'm sorry. It's just the zoom, screen zoom. Hit the wrong one. You go to screen zoom. Now this is how mine was doing. And let me go back and scroll this down real quick. That's as you see there. I'm like, man, that was kind of big, right? And I didn't like how big it was. Um, I just didn't like how big it was. You can scroll that down. If you like that big thing, then that is quite fine with me, your phone, right? And it was like this, and I didn't kind of like where I just didn't like it. I thought it was just too big, and I didn't think it looked right. So if we go back to settings and go back to display, so just in case to let you know, and remember it's screen zoom, and I took mine to the middle right there. Now remember when you do that, it'll change like these right here. So depending on how you like your mine is like that. So depending on how you like how big you like yours. Now if I go back, now I, like see that one, boom. And so if I go back to settings and go back over to display and the screen zoom, then you can take it one up if you want, right? And you can scroll down. And like that's one up. But these I just don't like wearing 2 and 3. Be like that. Then you go there, you text messages, and I mean it look pretty much normal right there. But I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna put mine back on the display, and we gonna have it right here, and we're gonna go back to there, and we'll go back in here. See text message like that's fine for me. My eyes are fine to be seeing that. Some people may think it's small. But I like mine like this with the 4. I think it looks better and looks much more cleaner that way. And of course, you can scroll down here, and if you want to edit anything or move, you hit the pencil app, and you can move. You can basically hold on to this. You can move them around if you want, move them up if you want to, or whatever. But I prefer to keep mine like this because I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks actually like this view right here. And so yeah, so that's how I like to kind of keep mine. The only thing I did wish you can take these away or add them on to it, add ones that you want over here versus the ones that they have. So I haven't seen where you can there's nothing that I've checked where you can actually do that. But if I thought I would actually go ahead and switch my screen. Now, if y'all wonder about the wallpaper, I'll show you where I got that. If you just switch your screen like that, go into wallpapers and style. You can go through settings and wallpapers and style as well. But if you do that, you hit change wallpaper. You go all the way down and you go to Galaxy themes. Now, if you never did a Galaxy theme, there's nothing to be there. And the only other way to do that is to scroll your screen up and search for, just hit themes. And you click on themes right there. And then let me close that. I'm gonna go here, and I'll go to my stuff. So mine is right here. I think this thing cost me like $1 or something. So that's where I got mine from. And y'all see how it looks, all the stuff looks and whatnot. So yeah, just to let y'all know, that's where I got mine from. I really like the multicolor and like that things and the way it looks and the way it contrasts with that. So with saying that, like I said, and then of course you go to the left side, and then you'll see apps. Now one thing I do really like the nav bar. Now I will say this. When I first did it, in fact, let's go into settings real quick. Let's go into settings and let's go to display, and where is the we instead of us looking for it, and I kind of usually knew where it was and whatnot, but it's all good. I should have known by now. But anyway, if y'all click on, sorry, let me turn this down. I went back up and all adjust this. So, but let me let's search. If you put Now bar, and you click on it, right? And so if you want to know where it was, I just seen you go back and it say lock screen and AOD. So if we go back to the top and we just scroll down until you see lock screen lock screen AOD, which is always on display, hit now bar. And hit view. Well, now at first it said sports from Google, but then when I it wasn't the sport. Well, the sports from Google was there, but the clock wasn't showing up. The voice recorder wasn't showing up. So basically, if anything is not showing up, right? If anything just happens to not show up, then let me show y'all what y'all would do. You basically would go to the Galaxy store. Oh, sorry, to the Galaxy store, and when you get to the Galaxy store, you close that, and you'll hit the menu one. You'll hit the menu button right here, right? And then when you hit the menu, you'll hit updates. Because if not updated, it's not going to show. Now, these updates just came because I did all my updates yesterday. I want to read that before I do this to find out what's new. But yeah, you do your, not come back and do that, but you do your updates. And then when you do your updates, you go here, you go out, and you go completely out. And then you hit now bar again. And then when you hit it again, everything will be back up there. So let me show you how it looks. Now we all should have these updates by now, but if I that's one thing that I forgot to put on here, and that I have to add on here somewhere. But anyway, for right now, let's scroll all the way down. And let's hit this real quick. All right. I'm gonna scroll out. Let's go here, and we're gonna go stop watch and start. All right, and then we're gonna go to. In fact, let's just leave it right there. And so up there, you see that the timer going. And if you hit the timer, now remember, if you scroll this way, it'll completely get rid of it, right? So it's up right here. Is up, just scroll down to go in between them, right? And if you're on the lock screen, you'll see the lock screen timer. So when you hit the side, you scroll up. You hit and at first it wasn't doing it, scroll it down, it was just doing scroll it up. But if you scrape through, now on the lock screen, you can't swipe either way. You can't swipe it, but you up, down, just to toggle between the two. At first it was just letting you go up, well, unless you go down. But anyway, that's basically how it is. And of course, my team is the Bulls, so mine will actually wrap up around 7 because I see all the sports and highlights and everything like that. And then see there, you swipe out, and you want to stop. Now this one, the music one won't let you swipe. The other ones it would, the music one it won't, right? So that's something to keep in mind though. But if you want to swipe it away, you scroll down, swipe it away. Why you can't swipe it from there? You swipe the other one. Don't ask me. I have absolutely no clue, no idea. Oh, something else that I found out that was cool. Something else I found out was that Ethan. Sorry, y'all. Ethan, don't answer your phone, okay? I'm about to show people something on here about the screen recording. So if you make a phone call, right? Matter of fact, answer it. I'm sorry. Yes, they'll say no. Just answer. So if you make a phone call, this button right here, you can hit, and you see it says screen 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and so now we're actually recording our phone call. So that's cool. I'm hanging up, Ethan. So that's cool. You can actually record the phone call. That's my son. You actually record. You actually do phone recording now. So you record your phone call and everything like that. But if I were you, I would just go through the different apps and put stuff on there that's really useful that you're going to use instead of just when. And one of the other things that I think that y'all should utilize is actually in Good Lock. Right, you go to Good Lock. And one of the things that you can utilize is, where is it at? Is Home Up. Okay? Home Up is a really powerful app to redesign your home. You can do your home screen. You back up and restore. You can do your task manager, which is these right here, and switch those up to kind of how you want them. Gesture settings. If you wanted to go through that, and then yeah, you can go through your um, share manager, which is a direct share, a quick share, and whatnot. And so I would take time to go ahead through those different things and utilize that. But just make sure everything is updated on the Galaxy Store as well as the Play Store, so that you won't have anything that anything that you need or anything that's stopping your app from working fully, especially when it comes to now bar. Now the S24 Ultra didn't get now brief. From what I've seen, they don't really utilize it that much. Now whether or not it comes to it, I don't know. But right now we're not able to. Right now we're not able to get it. But for right now, this is like I said, this is where we are at the moment, and I think that with doing it like this and the redesign of it and everything makes it for a great phone. Sometimes I have my phone like this with no case. Sometimes I have it with this one because I really do like this white case. I usually don't use cases, but this white Samsung silicone case is really nice. So if I were y'all, if I had to recommend any case, it'd be this white Samsung silicone, which don't add much bulk to it at all. I know the video a little bit my leg longer than what I wanted it to be, or so. But yeah, but this is more so just so that for the main apps that I use is right here and these right there. I use my social media ones too and whatnot. That's on this page right here with my social media and whatnot. So this is like I said, pretty cool, pretty neat, pretty good customization for this for the S24 Ultra. Shoot, what am I doing? Phone the photo. Let me turn this around. So you got the photo app. Usually you can hit up here, go up top here, and then you'll see your settings. But now it's not actually up there. So you see this little square thing right here. You hit that, and then you can hit your settings, and to go into your settings. Also, if you do, you heard about the lob, and that's in the video. So if you go to video, the log, you'll see up here to where it say log. You know what I mean? So I've put it in there. But if you go here and right there, then you can be able to, and you got to go to, I'm trying to do this while I'm looking at this camera. It is, there we go, advanced video options, and make sure your video log is turned on and whatnot. And you can hit it, you can read about what it is, and basically it says the option to record in log format to the camera preview. Captures it's like a wider dynamic range. It gives you flexibility when you're editing, and to record in log format. Both these sets of options to the camera preview and need to be turned on. So yeah, so like I said, that's the one thing. That's one of the other things that they bought that was new. The only thing that they didn't bring here is they didn't bring the down brief. Also, hold on. Go sit down. There's my dog. Also, so when you charging your phone, I'm gonna try to do this without. Let me see. Okay, right there. So when you charge your phone, this is the animations that we get, right? And then it goes kind of goes away from there. Let's take this out. And if your phone is locked, and you charge it, then you see that animation right there as well. Now, one of the things, if y'all remember, and I wish I would have did a record. I did do a video on it, but if you remember, most people didn't utilize it. But if you were on a lock screen and you wind up hitting your timer here, then a bunch of different apps like your calendar and stuff like that will come up for a little bit. It'll show. Now, instead of I didn't mean to do that. Instead of that coming up, if you hit it, it just the clock comes up, and you could turn it like this if you got your lock screen rotation on, and it'll stay like this, but it won't stay long, which I really don't care for. I wish it would just stay like that, but it don't stay long. It goes back kind of like this and whatnot, and go there. So that's one of the other things that wasn't really talked about that they got rid of and whatnot with this update. But yeah, it's been a longer video than what I thought it would be. But as I started doing it, and I do my videos in real time. I mean, I know a lot of people script their stuff and they go back and they do retakes so that they won't have no mess ups during it. But I just like to do mine in real time. Very little editing to it at all. So that's just me. I do some edit stuff to add stuff onto it, depending on what the video is. But when I'm doing certain things like this, I like to do all my stuff in real time, so y'all can be able to see what I can see. So, but that's like I said, that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. We waited for a long time, and they asked me, was it worth that long of a wait? Probably not. I'm trying to figure out what took them so long to do it. But it was a complete revamp of the different the apps, the way the phone interacts and everything like that. I was sad that they didn't do anything with the Samsung messaging. I don't Google Message okay, but I just don't care for it that much. But that's just me. I don't care for it that much or whatever, because you can't really customize the app as you could with the Samsung one. But when I realized I was still on Samsung, but I was getting different messages, it wasn't coming through. So I guess it wasn't supporting it no more. So, but when I go here, I had all these messages that I missed came through because it just didn't show up on the Samsung device. So keep that in mind if you're still using the Samsung app versus the Google app. All right. So I'm gonna sign off on that aspect of it. Look up on my next video is going to be, I got to watch Classic 6. I haven't really did a video on it. I know they got the 7 out, but I think the 6 was for me was better than the 7, especially with the classic rotating bezel here that they got and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna do one on that. So, but other than that, let's see if y'all got any comments, questions, any type of concerns. If you feel the need to like, subscribe to this, please do. But this just been my review on my review in real time on the S24 Ultra UI1 or UI1. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try that one more time. See, I told you I was in real time. This has been my review on the Galaxy S24 Ultra 1 UI7. And like I said, the only thing that I wish we did was an down brief. But once again, that's okay too. And also, we want to see how Gemini works. Because I actually was using Bixby before, since I had got the phone. So we'll see how that one go. But if y'all wanted more videos like this, let me know. As far as the phone, I want to do a video about my iPad M4 and actually how I use my iPad and how I use my phone, my Samsung phone and the iPad together. It's been a very interesting experience trying to get them to talk to one another. But you know, it is what it is. I still think iPad is one of the best tablets, even though Samsung tablet, from what I gather, has come a long way. So I'm thinking about getting one of those, and if so, I'll do a review on that. But like I said, this is Travis. This is my life, and I'm signing off. And as I always like to say, peace, one, and I'm out.